Hello YouTube. Today we'll be discussing how engineering changed my life, and to an extent, how it can change yours. So, enjoy. I was born and raised in a low-income city in Southern California, and attended schools in this area for most of my life. My single mother raised me and my two younger siblings with minimum wage, so we didn't have too much growing up, and most of my life I slept in a living room. We lived in a small house with several people, so when high school graduation was approaching, it was time for me to decide what I was going to do with my life. Should I get a job? Or should I attend college? On one side, I considered following my uncle's path. He was, and still is, a truck driver. At the time, he was making $19 an hour, so to me, he was rich. He had bought a nice car and could pay for his own house, so I considered working a similar job. However, on the other hand, I had university. I wasn't sure what I wanted to study, but luckily I had been accepted, so I actually had the chance to go. Ultimately, I decided to attend university because my girlfriend at the time had been accepted, and I wanted to go to school with her. So, I started university as a computer science major. Why did I choose it? Well, I liked computers, and I wanted to understand how computers worked. Unfortunately, this was wrong, and I had no idea what I had gotten myself into. I realized it pretty quickly after taking the intro classes, and immediately changed majors to electrical engineering. I realized the more fascinating subject to me was understanding the actual physics of a computer, and not computer software. At this point, I got my first real job working for my university's library, making $8 an hour. It was a relaxing job, and I could study while working. I spent most of my time working, going to class, and hanging out with friends. Outside of class and work, I didn't really study, and as I mentioned in my other video, this is why I was just an average student. At work, I quickly got promoted and became a student supervisor, which got me an increase to $10 an hour. At the time, this was really good for me because I could now afford my own iPhone. At the same time, there was an email sent out to all the electrical engineering majors. It was a professor working on a UAV project, and he needed some electrical engineering students in his team. I immediately jumped on the opportunity and got an interview with the professor. It was at this point that my life changed. During the talk, the professor told me that my grades were not good enough for his project, and he wanted a student that, quote, took school more serious. So I walked out of the office, and at this very moment, I felt like a complete failure. I felt like I had fallen into a pit of darkness, and at this very moment, my mind and feelings for my education completely changed. My mentality had changed. The best way I can describe it is with this clip.
"'Cause people called me a failure! I'll prove them wrong!"
From this day on, I decided to take engineering school very serious. I explained more about this on my Success in Engineering video, but to get to the point, at the end of this new semester, I had two amazing opportunities lined up. One, I had gotten an internship as an engineering co-op paying me $20 an hour. And two, I had been recruited by my professor to work on a satellite for NASA. Two amazing opportunities the semester I decided to change my mentality. I continued to work hard the remaining semesters of my undergraduate degree and graduated with honors and with a job paying me over $80,000 a year, months before walking on stage. So, that's how engineering changed my life. In a few years, I went from taking the bus to school and sleeping in the living room to making over $80,000 a year and having the ability to buy my dream car. If you're in a similar situation, don't give up, because just like engineering changed my life, it can change yours too. As always, if you are interested in more videos, leave a like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you.